Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Schoolboy here, back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, season 8, episode 10. Friendship is a mother. Make sure if this is your first time here, make sure you bang that notification bell button, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime I drop a video and or go live, you guys will be the first to get that information. So today we're gonna get into some things. This episode absolutely was boring. Hopefully I can get 30 minutes out of this, squeezed into y'all with some commentary, because this is definitely a boring episode. But before we go ahead and do that, my Bell Collective review of season 3, reunion part 3 of the reunion review is also up right now, so make sure y'all check that out. Also, excuse me, wrong one. If you would like, make sure y'all be on the lookout for my new web reality dating series, School of Love. We will, probably start doing some filming and things for the show coming up pretty soon. This will also be premiering and showing on Chef Don Don's channel. Shout out to him. He is the executive producer as well as myself on this show. And y'all get to watch me navigate life and my dating life and finding love. So shout out to that. Make sure y'all get into that when that drops out. As well as if you have a Black owned business and you would like to go ahead and promote that Black owned business, you can email us at the email on the screen, admin@tcddproductions.com. No matter what the business is, it could be real estate, it could be you could be a hairstylist, you could be a fashion designer, you could be whatever it is that you are. If you're a Black owned business and you would like to go ahead and promote that Black owned business via commercial through School of Love and Hotline Bling episodes, season episodes, then you guys can go ahead and email us and we'll go ahead and get you those media package information out to you. Okay. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitter at school_boy, on my IG at school_boy_2021. You can also always donate to the Cash App at $schoolboy86 at Venmo, as well as with Venmo at schoolboy986. Remember, everything that I've spoken on my channel is alleged and in my own opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but baby, we ain't got to fall out about it. Because trust me, it ain't that deep. It never is that deep for me. So let's go ahead and get into this boring, lackluster episode. So we open the episode with Karen and Raven, and they go to get matching tattoos in commemoration of Karen's mother. And they talk about going to breakfast with Giselle and Grace to talk about, Raven's college experience. And she kind of just helped Grace out and for her to navigate and get a feel. They get these tattoos the G was about that damn big. Karen up there screaming. I don't know if she was having an orgasm or she was screaming from pain. I didn't understand. It wasn't that deep, but nonetheless, they get the cute little tattoos. And, quick scene, really wasn't much to talk about. It kind of just like is what it is. We breeze on down the road to Candiace, and she's having a celebration for the ladies to celebrate their moms for Mother's Day. And she's doing this cute brunch, great venue, nice. I loved it that she chose. And Candiace says Giselle is not invited since she has said the things in regards to Chris, and they had that whole saga with that lady with that fake ass paperwork. That shout out to Chef Don Don. He verified and I verified and all of Twitter verified from an AB clinic in Oklahoma. The paperwork wasn't even valid, but that parakeet round there on her page was up here trying to talk about, well, oh, it's true, you're having this affair, and it was a fairy tale affair. I would still say that lady crazier than a June bug, but in any event, that is what is going down over there. So she said, bump that. I ain't speaking to that heifer. She lied on my husband. I ain't fool out line with her, and I agree. I wouldn't have you at my event either. Dorothy does bring up, was she inviting Robyn? She says she's still not speaking to Robyn, so that's probably not happening either. So, it kind of was what it was. We roll on down to Wendy and her talking about this talk show. She claims she had to go ahead and let Marsha go because she wanted 50% ownership of her podcast. And she said, no, 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 ma'am. So she went ahead and fired her, and she was interviewing some new younger producers to help her with her new talk show and to lock in some dates so they can start figuring out when they're going to start filming and dropping these episodes and what would the concept be. Easy breezy, ain't much to talk about. Cool. Wendy got episodes around there on the YouTube. Y'all go around there and check it out and get into Wendy's show. No Neck and her sister go furniture shopping, and they talk about Candiace's Mother's Day brunch. And since her mom can't go with her, her sister is gonna go. And then about how their father worked. They talk about briefly about how their father worked so hard to provide for them for a better life since he came to America. And they talk about how they're grateful for it. And again, I think with No Neck, my only issue with her is that honestly, if I got to keep it a buck 50, honestly, her rollout sucked. This is episode 10, and we're just now getting in any background and any story about your life after you came in hot arguing with Wendy about did she know you, didn't know you, did you know her, did she know you, did you know who knew each other. That's been your basis. So now that they're going ahead and giving you this rollout and trying to introduce you, it honestly is falling short and nobody gives a damn because actually we want you to get the hell up out of here. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Her sister's makeup looked great. You need to tell No Neck to fix hers because she walking around here still looking like cremation number 5, and this is episode 10. Okay, look like we about to pull her straight up out the casket. But your sister has gotten her shade right for her, so she need to help you get your shade right. I'm just saying. All right. So next we get to Raven and Karen meeting up with Grace and Giselle at the restaurant to talk about the college experience. They talk about their experience. Raven talks about her experiences. They also talk about their experiences with their mothers over the years. They do a little montage. Okay. Grace says she's ready to leave, but she's also an introvert. And Raven says she might not want anyone to visit her in order for her to go ahead and accept that change. A lot of times it is a good thing for parents not to visit you. They say, for a couple of semesters. That way you can get acclimated to really being on your own. And so that you don't get so sad and then you automatically want to leave and not actually finish going to school out of town. So I do like that, she's giving her some sound advice. It was a quick scene. Next, we run around here to with Robyn and Juan. She takes Corey, Carter, and Juan to go get stretched out to help with their athletic injuries. Candiace texts her an invite to the Mother's Day brunch, and she says that she's okay where they're at and leaving it where it is, meaning I don't give a shit about having a friendship with you, and I don't even know why you're trying to force this at this point. And I don't really understand why Candiace is trying to force a friendship with Robyn when Robyn then gave her ass a kiss on multiple occasions and basically let you know the friendship is not needed and she don't want you. I'm confused on why Candiace is even begging Robyn for a friendship when this is the same woman that has talked shit about your husband and your situation over on that raggedy ass podcast she got over there with her friend that she's being sued by Eminem for right now. So, I mean, again, I don't understand why Candiace is begging for this friendship with Robyn. Because I would be Keith Sweat begging for a friendship with anybody that's friends with Giselle. Sorry. What? Like, I'm gonna throw up right now just thinking about that. She did text her back and said they need to talk. Juan was actually cool that they got invited. He was like, "Oh, you should go." I'm like, See, that's how Juan don't give a damn about none of this women shit. I could just tell he don't give a damn. She says she needs to talk to Candiace to express what she feels. Um, she does try to talk about Juan finding a job and saying they need to spend more time together. And you begging him to spend more time with you after you remarried the nigga. I think you was begging him prior to marrying him about spending more time. And this fool is over there getting stretched and he falls asleep and he ain't even worried about nothing she's saying. Talking about they need to spend more time together before he get another job. He ain't even thinking about Robyn. This one, I'm just like, he don't care about none of this shit. And at this point, I just want the man to be able to cheat in peace, just for me. Do it for me. Sheila and Ashley are getting facials, and Sheila still got that toe up Rick James hairdo on her head, or I don't know. That damn wig is on her head shivering. I don't even understand what's going on. I don't. At this point, I just think that is Sheila's signature look, and we just need to stop asking for different wigs. Karen shows up first to the Mother's Day event by Candiace, and then Karen says she had to show up solo since Raven went back to New York City. And Candiace walks in with her mom and her sister. Mia shows up and says her mom isn't coming. Basically, Mia claims that her and her mom still don't spend time together, and she still spends more time with her other sister. Still, and I'm just at some point, Mia, you got to look at yourself at some point. I don't think it's all your mama. I think you kind of need to look at you too. But I understand you're so damn self-absorbed. Your ass ain't gonna look at you being part of the problem. But okay. Sharice shows up with her daughter in that poodle ass wig she had on. Sharice look a damn hot ass mess. She's another one with ill-fitting clothing that never looks right. And she always looking sweaty, like she didn't walk 30 miles before she get to an event. It's like, damn, did menopause whoop your ass that bad that every time we see you, you just look like a sweaty mess, a sweaty hot mess? Sharice, so Sharice shows up with her daughter, and then Kiana and her mom shows up to the party. And then eventually No Neck and her sister come in to the event as well. Wendy didn't come because she had a book signing for her book. So she wasn't able to do it. And the book signing was actually done months in advance. So just kind of was like the luck of the draw type situation. I'm actually glad Wendy ain't here because I'm tired of hearing about her and damn No Neck fighting, and I ain't got time for Wendy Mama and No Neck to be arguing about who did what and what shrine, who prayed to this god and what. I'm sick of that shit. So I'm glad she didn't show up. Sharice and Mia talk about her seeing Jacqueline and her crying and how No Neck met her and she spoke ill about her to No Neck, and Sharice says she shouldn't have done that. And Mia claims they have not spoken in a year. And really, I think Mia and Jacqueline got one of them toxic ass friendships where we fucks with each other when we feel like fucking with each other. When we don't feel like fucking with each other, we don't fuck with each other. And that's just what it is. That's the friendship. Sums it up for me. Mia claims they have not. So Naneka says that Jacqueline ran down all this information about Mia, and I'm like you didn't take notes, a mental note, just in case you and Mia ever have any falling out that you won't sit out here, bust it out, and bust that tea out. No, Nick, let's not play because you was so ready to jump down Wendy's throat from the day you got on this screen. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Come on now. So and she said she could have had all that. After all of that information, that tea that was given to her, she could at least pay the bill if she was going to talk all that stuff. And I'm just like, whatever, No Neck. You and Jacqueline, I could care less about you and Mia's beef back and forth because it's childish. One minute you have us getting along, next minute y'all can't stand each other. You just aired out Mia 2 days ago on Instagram, and then you was right underneath her new glam picture talking about, oh girl, you look good. Y'all hoes is bipolar, and I'm not even going to get here and entertain that. And I'm sick of it. And no neck, and you bragging about you got the money, so shit, you shouldn't even be worried about who paid the bill. If you got it, it ain't tricking if you got it. I'm just saying. Sharice asked Ashley how her love life is, and Sharice says, when is she gonna sign the paperwork? Ashley, you know, and her fuddy ass. I can't stand Ashley, big ass forehead ass. She gonna say Ashley says she needs time to think. And I'm like, bitch, what is there to think about? Either you divorcing him or you not. I forgot. You ain't gonna divorce him because you don't want to lose Daddy Warbucks' money in the account, and you are scared to being destitute and asked out like your mama was, because your mama was robbing Peter to pay Paul and taking care of a grown ass man all your life. So you so busy trying not to end up being like Sheila that you sitting over there in misery still, but still trying to act like everything's all good on camera. Ashley, go to hell swiftly with this. You're not going to divorce him. This is a way to keep him off camera, to let him cheat in peace, and you swing out here and do what you want to do and not have to lose access to the money. That's why that dude Luke broke up with you. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't hunching on somebody whose husband still got access to them, meaning i.e. he can just walk in your house at any point in time because he got a motherfucking key because he paid the mortgage around that hoe. And you have no intentions on divorcing him anytime soon. And I just got to deal with that. Oh, I'll check the deuces to your ass too. Ashley, your situation is way too stressful. Okay? Way too stressful. Hell no, I ain't got time. Ashley, so Sharice says she needs them finances. And this is one time I actually agreed with Sharice. And I don't even like Sharice like that, but I agree with her sweaty ass in this moment. Yeah, you need them finances and you don't want to give up that lifestyle. So just be honest about it. You know, I would really respect you a lot more, Ashley, if you was a real one about it instead of just lying about it. Karen is selling her perfumes at the dinner. She over here networking, and I ain't mad at her. Naneka says, where is Wendy? And Candiace says she's at a book signing, and I'm like, no, Neck, why you even asking? What, so you can argue with her again? Bitch, we've had enough scenes of y'all trying to argue about something we don't even care about at this point. Karen asks, where is Robyn? And Candiace says that they will meet up later that week to talk about their issues, but she wasn't going to be there today. Candiace sings her song Win in tribute to her mama. I don't know nothing about Candiace music because I don't listen to it, and it's not shade. I don't listen. Okay, not interested. But you know, I'm happy for all of her accolades with her music and everything that's going on with her music. So kudos to Candiace. We get to the last and the final scene where Candiace and Robyn meet up to discuss their issues. And Candiace says that she's there to listen to Robyn because she does want to save the friendship. And I'm like, girl, what friendship? Robyn says when Candiace went to social media to speak negatively about her, the friendship went out the window, and she mentions how she tweeted about the situation with Juan. I'm going to say this. Everybody tweeted about that situation between you and Juan. Now, we all know Candiace has Twitter fingers from hell. And we all know Candiace has got on different social content creators platforms and does interviews and drug Robyn and this, that, and the third. Now, I do have to sit here and do play devil's advocate because I do have to say this. At the same time, Candiace, you knew when you got out here and said all this shit about Robyn that it was not going to blow over well, and that was going to affect what meaningless or little bit of a friendship that you so-called had with her. So you already knew what that was going to do. That's number one. Number two, if you did the shit, stand in the shit, accept the shit, and deal with it how it is now. Accept the fact the lady don't want to fuck with you because you sat up here and you ran her shit down. Okay? Robyn, also, you can't get mad because you be over there with Giselle and behind the Patreon paywall talking shit about people too. And or releasing what you want to know, what you want to tell people about your life and what you want to tell people so you can control the narrative. So you don't have to tell it on national TV on Bravo because you don't get to control the narrative over there and you don't get to control the editing. So why not? Let's go behind the paywall and act like fucking we're 15 years old and we're in high school and play the mean girl bullshit with Giselle. Like, at the same time, both of you heifers is wrong. Neither one of you is right in this situation. You both talk shit about each other. So here's the deal. There ain't no friendship because you hoes are really enemies. So let's just be real about the shit, suck it up, and just keep it a buck 50. Just keep it a buck. Robyn makes it clear she ain't throwing Wand underneath the bus, and she claims there's a thin line on what she decides to share with the public. And basically, like I said in my Instagram video last night, it's a F you to Bravo. I'm going to tell you what I want to tell you and on my level, because I can edit what I show on social media. I can edit what I say on that sorry ass podcast with Giselle, and I can dictate the way that it moves and what I want to say and what I don't want to say and what I do want to say and what I don't want to say. At the end of the day, it's bullshit. And again, I've said this in my previous video and a couple of other videos. When it comes down to it, either you're going to be on reality TV, be transparent, or you're not going to be transparent. But the goalpost moves because if Candiace isn't transparent, y'all jump on her. But we give Robyn the slide. Giselle ain't been a bit much transparent since she been on here because a lot of people know her true tea, her real tea, especially if you're from Baltimore. You know a lot of the Giselle's real tea that will never hit the airwaves because Giselle is always going to stir the pot and jump in everybody else's shit. But then when the shit gets hot and it's given back to her, she can't take. So there's that. I'm going to honestly say this. When it comes down to it, this is why this group cannot move forward. That's why it can't be in resolve. This is why they can't move the needle with Real Housewives of Potomac. There's a clear divide. We know exactly who it is. It's Wendy and Candiace on one side versus everybody. And it's Karen at this point trying to play the matriarch and trying to pull it together. But here's the deal. Everybody gonna have to get in the game and realize y'all have to bring entertainment and y'all have to have the audience engaged. The way this is right now, no one gives a shit because the show is so damn boring and it's a clear divide and y'all all hate each other. So here's the deal. In order for y'all to move on and make good TV, y'all are going to have to get on the board of being able to conflict, have resolution, and then have trip, conflict, resolution, have trip. Y'all are going to have to start watching Miami, and y'all are going to have to start taking notes from Beverly Hills because they get it. And I'm going to keep screaming that to the top of my lungs because those two franchises can argue, fuss, fight, cuss, but I'm telling you, baby, they're going to have a good trip. They're going to have a nice, lavish trip. They're going to have fun on the trip. They might cuss each other out on that trip. They might cry on that trip. But at the end of the day, if they have any conflict on that trip, they're going to resolve it. And when they come back to Miami or come back to Beverly Hills, they'll have a new set of conflicts, and the storyboard keeps going. We are lasting way too long on bullshit storylines on this show. We are lagging. We are dragging storylines for episode after episode after episode. And it's because there's nothing here. Not near one of these housewives has a storyline that's even interesting at this point. And none of y'all, I don't give a damn who you fan, and who you like on here. Nobody has a storyline that's interesting. Period. At all. So what needs to happen is that you need to reconstruct what you have right here. And you also need to let them know y'all need to clock in and do your damn job. And if you're not going to clock in, toodles toots, give them a pink slip and send them on. Because what's going to happen is you're already at season 8 and you're in the same boat that you're in with Atlanta and they're on season 16. This should not be happening. Period. And if you don't agree, you can go argue with your mammy. I don't give a damn. She said she had the biggest issue with Candiace saying that her and Giselle and Ashley plotted against Chris. And ma'am, you at first you was on Candiace's side with it, then all of a sudden you flip-flopped your ass right on over there with Ashley and Giselle. And at the end of the day, you know it's wrong, Robyn. But again, you want to avoid accountability, and that's cool too. But at the end of the day, you don't think that wouldn't hurt her just as much as y'all equally hurt each other, if you ask me. Ain't no winners in this. For real, for real. If we're going to keep it a buck. Candiace says she did believe that she did have a plan with Giselle and her reaction about Chris. I believe Giselle had a plan. I do believe Robyn went along with the plan after a while because her and Giselle talk every day and they sat around and they went along with the bullshit. Ashley was willing to do it because Ashley can get the heat off of her and her lives over there and her house of lives over there with Gollum. And it could take the heat off of her because Ashley don't mind spitting. Ashley and her forehead don't mind stirring the pot as long as it's going to get it off of her. Robyn says that Candiace is wrong for her feelings. And Candiace eventually gets up and leaves. And Robyn says there's no friendship. And y'all hoes ain't never had no friendship. And I keep saying that. And not a real genuine one. We've never seen one. And again, for y'all to sit up here and say Robyn has been transparent, Robyn ain't been transparent since season maybe like 4 or 5. Robyn was, let's be clear, Robyn was on the chopping block in season 5. If they could have got Monique Samuels to come back, Robyn would have been gone, period. That was rumor. That was word on the curb. Allegedly, she would have been gone. Because at that point, they were realizing they weren't getting anything from her. And it was the same rinse, recycle, and repeat. The same rinse, cycle, and repeat that we are on now with Juan and her. And we're not going to get anything different. And unless they cast some women that are going to bring something different, and women that are not going to be up here coming in here doing the most, that women that are going to come in here and actually be themselves so that people can actually like them, we're going to keep going through the same thing. But this is all I got. Ain't got no more. This is Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all. Make sure y'all check out this brief little trailer on the way out. Y'all be easy. Have an amazing Monday. Love y'all. See y'all in the next video. All right. Peace.
The Chef Don Don Productions presents School of Love, honey. A new LGBTQ web reality series in the big city of Dallas, Texas. If you are interested in dating a schoolboy, make sure you get those applications in right now, just in time for school to be in session.